Well, hello, 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 and welcome to the conversation today. We are so excited to be here and sharing with you. Today, I have joining me my esteemed associate, Mr. Jose Gonzalez, aka Mr. Wealth Mindset. How are you today?
I'm doing amazing. I'm doing amazing. Happy and excited to be here. Happy for this great conversation that we're about to have, Dr. Liz. Thank you for having me on.
Wow, I'm just, with the conversations that we're having and the buzz that's going on, it's so amazing to be able to help people. And today, our topic is right on point. Becoming,
Mm,
becoming. Who will you become?
love
Wow,
it. Love it. There's a lot to unpack here. This is this
absolutely,
is a big
absolutely.
mindset topic here, so I'm excited for it.
Yes, it is. So I'm gonna dribble and bounce the ball. What does becoming mean to you?
Yeah, I love that question. That's such a powerful way to start. People often talk about becoming something, right? And it doesn't always hit home exactly what does that mean, right? So the classic example that we've discussed before is the caterpillar to the butterfly, right? Becoming is when you go through some type of transformation and to the point where you've changed so much that you can't really go back to the original form. Another example I like to use is the person who's in shape, right? The guy or the girl with the six pack, right? We look at them and we know that there was a process that they had to go through, right? To become that person. You don't just say, hey, tomorrow I want to be in shape and it happens, right? So becoming is is going through a process of transformation that on the other end of that, you're going to be completely different than where you started, right? So you're going to have to, change perhaps your body, your habits, your mind. There's going to be a litany of things that you'll have to do. But yeah, so that's how I think about becoming that transformative stage. Well, what are your thoughts on that?
Absolutely. I love that parable that you gave about the butterfly and the caterpillar. One of my favorites is the diamond and how a diamond becomes the beautiful
Mm,
jewel that it is. Oftentimes when we want to go, we don't want to go through the heat or through the process, but becoming takes a lot of heat. It takes a lot of pressure. And if you hold on, what is the saying? What doesn't kill you make you stronger.
absolutely.
So when you hold tight to all of the pressure and everything, that's what becoming to me means. It means that it's not what we weren't promised that it was going to be all sunshine. So and when you're working out, when we take it to the health part, I've committed to 3 days a week, and on my better week, 5 days a week, because
Love
I
it.
have a specific goal. And there's some days I wake up, I don't want to go through the pain, I don't want to go through the stretching, I don't want to go through that process. But what I'm seeing, and this has been my third, this month number three, July,
Nice.
August, September. Yeah, 3 months. And
Okay,
I
time
and 3
flies.
months. Yes, it does. And but the thing of it is, the process. You start stretching more, and and the area that used to give you the pain doesn't give you the pain as much. So it's the same thing when we start becoming. When we stretch our minds, it never goes back to that same position.
That's
So
right.
it gets better. So
Yeah.
becoming is I love it. Once you get the process, I love it.
Yeah, no, I love what you said because every little action reinforces in your mind, and that kind of bleeds into where we're going next. But every action that you take, every time that you show up and you do that workout, whether it's 3 or 5 times per week, whatever it is, every time that you do that, it reinforces in your mind, this is the person that I am, you know? And that kind of like, is what helps in the evolution of that. So I know that we've given some hints into this and bled into this, but we talked about what exactly it takes, right? How you become, right? Healthy, wealthy, whatever it is, that goal. How do you do that? You want to start that off?
Absolutely. I think it's Stephen Covey that says begin with the end in mind.
Mm,
So you have to have a goal, a clear, specific, written goal. And it's just like when we're going, like if we're going anywhere, if we're going out of town, like I may want to go to Florida. Well, I can't just get in my car and point it in some direction. I have to have a map to get there. I have to have a plan of action to get there. And so becoming, I believe is that it's having that end in mind, but also knowing that it's something that's going to evolve. because because every day you're becoming better, you're getting better, as long as you are taking those necessary steps. So for me, it's reading, it's making sure
Mm.
that I lean into, just anything that's going to educate me. So every day I'm better than I was the day before.
Love that. Love that. Yeah, no, I love what you're saying there. For me, when I think about this topic of how to become something, right? It's kind of like a two-part answer for me. It's, we talked about this before, your reticular activating system, right? Your self-talk, the things that you're telling yourself, your affirmations, so that you can reprogram your mind. I know that Robert Kiyosaki has a saying, a quote where he says, it's not as important the things that you say out loud about yourself. What matters is what you whisper to yourself. That's most important, right? And so for me, the first part of becoming something is starting that positive conversation with yourself. Okay, speaking things as if they are, as if they were, and putting yourself in that mindset, right? The other part about it, like you said, when you talked about writing goals, I think about for me, one of the most clear examples is like you need to have a vision, right? Whether that's a written goal, okay, but in addition to that, I feel like you need to have a real vision of what it is that you want to accomplish. I know Arnold Schwarzenegger talked about this when he said he saw Reg Parker on a Mr. Universe magazine, right? And he found out that he was doing movies in Rome, and he had gone from becoming Mr. Universe to then becoming a movie star. And he decided right then and there, that's exactly what I wanted to do, right? I want to lift weights, I want to have big muscles, and then I want to use that to catapult to being a movie star, right? And we all know obviously what he did. Not only did he didn't stop there, he went on to coming from another country and being governor of a state, right? But it all starts with that vision. That vision is going to frame for you exactly what you need to do, right? And the fastest way to become something, the fastest way to get to through your how to is to simply follow someone who's done it before. Okay, like Arnold Schwarzenegger did. He wasn't the first person to become Mr. Universe or the first person to use that opportunity to then become a movie star. He just literally followed what somebody else did. So if you want to get through the how to of becoming, find someone that has gotten the result that you want and just copy exactly what they did.
That's a great point too. And I also wanted to add on to that. Also, be your own cheerleader. Your
Mm,
own cheerleader, because again, like you said a few minutes ago, what you start to tell yourself, so it can activate. We think about Michael Jackson, when he kept telling himself as a little boy he was going to be the greatest entertainer ever. He looked in the mirror and said, I'm going to be the greatest entertainer ever. So no matter what, because as we go through our daily journeys, people and things are coming to distract you, to put you know other thoughts in your head, but
that's
you have to
right.
be that one, that guard of your thoughts in your brain. Muhammad Ali, they asked him, why did he keep getting off the mat? He said, because the mat is no place for a champion.
That's right.
Again, you have to be your own champion.
That's right. Ali said, I was the greatest. I said that before I knew I was, right? Yep, I love it. No, no, you're absolutely right. Same thing with Arnold Schwarzenegger. His father was a cop, right? In Little Austria. He wanted him to be a cop, right? But that's not the vision that he had for himself. So sometimes people will, have an idea what your life should or could look like, is often coming from a place of love, but you have to have that vision of what's right for you, stick to that, cultivate it, and just go through the how-tos, find out who did it before you. Someone has done it before you. And if you're willing to pay the price, then listen, then it's going to be what you deserve. So absolutely have enjoyed this
Absolutely.
conversation.
Yeah.
There's so much to unpack on this, but really, as we mentioned, it's about having a goal, a clear vision of what it is that you want to accomplish, finding someone who has done that before, emulating exactly what they want, and then also having that positive self-talk with yourself, to reprogram your brain and actually become that person and get that transformation. I've definitely enjoyed this conversation.
Oh, I've enjoyed it as well. And as I always close with, listen, learn, and leverage the information, because success leaves clues.
Love it. Love it. All right, guys, we'll see you in our next conversation. Till then, you all be beautiful. Peace out.
Bye for now.